Master Templar Assassin.
Yeah, Squadix, he knows his way around this hero for sure. He's a certified and approved TA. He gets my stamp of approval.
He's got the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, he does.
Send him one of those YouTube, silver trophies or something.
Send him a plaque.
Send him a plaque. That's the word I was looking for. That's the good stuff. And Slark looks like he's out scouting for any kind of vision. Nothing here.
Yeah. Sees the lion, sees the fact that lion has a sentry ward, but doesn't see if he has warded at all. Gonna check for attacks here, not gonna get attacked, so he knows there's no vision on the bottom part of the river. This is always a nice benefit you have when you're playing night vision hero. He did cut trees though, so they can see that Slark was there. It's like someone's been here.
He's left his calling card.
Yeah.
The Slark was here. Well, I do place that ward across the river though.
It's like the set that has the Treant Protector set that has Ricky was here carved into.
Yeah. Wait, do you remember back in Dota 1 when like TB was kind of self-grief because the TB model would leave like hoof prints in the ground, the footsteps, yeah. Man, I'd forgotten about that until just now.
Yeah, it's so funny.
No matter what you did, you're always leaving a trail of crumbs and cookies behind you as a terrible.
Good thing is your illusions also left the crumbs and cookies, so you might lead them on a goose chase. Who knows? Chasing
ghosts, chasing illusions. Anyway, off to lanes we pop. Slark and Disruptor down bottom. Lycan and Lion in that southern lane for BetBoom.
The bottom lane looking real exciting, to be honest. So I'll have to keep our eyes on exactly what I was talking about here. If the Lion and the Wolves, we can already see them being in tandem here. The Wolves next to the Lion to try and win the support 1v1. It's not actually a fair 1v1. You always want to have these heroes that give an advantage to the support battle. I'm still using them a bit to last it, of course, but this is going to make it hard for Slark to bully, even though he's supposed to be good against melee heroes.
Maybe even giving control of your wolves to the Lion as well. Just be like, yeah, you can use them.
That's the old Loda play. He used to share control with Ake back in the TI3 days. You know, he said, yeah, I just share control. I play some summon here. Just give it to Ake. He handles it.
Yeah, forget microing myself. That's too difficult. Well, so far so good. These other lanes, the Pango, 3 and 2, 4 and 1 for the TA. Both trading farm pretty evenly over in that mid lane. And up at top, Mirana Pos 5 yet again. Paired up with a Nightfall Morphling, just trying to protect and babysit the Morph as best they can. Sayers trying to block that arrow, but well placed by Toronto Tokyo. Banish into Stomp. Nightfall taking a lot of damage top. As Squadix, he's laying it on this mid lane. GPK taking some heavy hits.
Yeah, mid lane, so far CS looking good for the Pango though, so did a good job, gonna get his bottle safely, not gonna get bullied too much, but mid lane is pretty even.
This Mirana looks like she's shooting freaking Enchantress Impetus hits.
Yeah, there's it's the TI winner animation effects, you know, you gotta have a lot of dollars for this, Gareth. Don't look at it.
At every lane, people dropping low, but top lane, Toronto Tokyo pops his stick, turns the fight, but dead nonetheless.
We see the kill potential there. He didn't have level 2 just yet, just a little bit off the level 2, and that's the benefit of being able to push in the lane a little bit more, controlling the CS. You get that level 2 early, play around the power spike, and that's a quickly dead Mirana. Even though he arrowed a creep in the jungle, the Centaur and the SD were still there to get experience shared from it.
Still just a little bit behind. And yeah, we're keeping our eyes on this mid lane. Both GBK and Squadix dropping to like 100 HP. Bottom lane, there was some fighting over the Lotus pool where Kiritich and FNG were chasing Save. Miro and Save back into that lane proper. A lot of damage onto the Slark.
BetBoom are playing the bottom lane really well. Been like closely watching how they're playing. Really close together. Lion never really going off alone and being able to get punished by a glimpse into a pounce or anything like that. And there's very few openings here for VP to actually do things. And look at the way he uses the wolves too. Sends them over, body blocks. You don't have to think about having a sentry there or sending your support to body block. Just use the wolves. No risk, no commitment. So really, really clean stuff on bottom lane.
Yeah, allow Save to go across the Lotus pool again. Just keep gathering up the resources that are available to them. The top lane Sayers continually trying to drag this large camp across the pool.
Yeah, and the arrow missed on the big creep. Toronto didn't get the arrow, so.
And rest in peace, Flag Bearer. And Nightfall's going to come across and try and gather up what he can. There's a nice juicy wave there for Notice, though.
Very good start overall for BetBoom in terms of CSing. All lanes are doing pretty well. Even the Pango, who, you know, goes against the TA, which is definitely a TA favored matchup. I think he's playing it really well. GPK not being punished too badly here.
Just a wave behind. And both bottle up their water runes.
Yeah, big thing is like level 6, Pango gets a way stronger power spike than TA does. You get the traps, which is nice, but Pango can look to actually make rotations and kill. So that's where the matchup's can be very different.
He's got to have resources to do it, though. He's burning through tons of regen here in that mid lane, even bringing out more tangos and clarities just to stay topped up. Nightfall stepping forward aggressively in that top lane, just trying to make sure that Toronto Tokyo has access. GPK, yeah, he's getting sideblade splashed, harassed back away from the wave.
Yeah, always looking for it. Pretty late magic stick though, going for the early gloves here. Really wants that magic stick on TA to benefit from all the swashbuckles being used.
A pretty calm first 5 minutes. We've had that one kill.
Yeah, he's safe, giving a bit of mana to Miro here. And bottom, look at Slark. This is not a fun lane for him. He can't, I don't know how many hits he's done on heroes this game, but I would guess it's like less than 5, dude. Because he's not really able to hit the Lycan ever. Every time he goes up to Lycan, the wolves are on him, and the Lion has been very, very close to always stunning. Top lane now.
Someone through the gate. Toronto Tokyo.
Nice arrow.
Nice arrow with a blood grenade on Notice. Nightfall trying to finish him off, but that's a tanky centaur with rings of protection, helm of iron will, and a ton of armor. FNG even bodyguarding him as well.
This is where we see the value of the centaur. Just a big hero in the current patch. And yeah, like you said, all that protection has a lot of natural regeneration as well. So even the nerfed helm of iron will still quite strong.
Yeah, just thinking about that bottom lane again, like Slark, I think you're right. It hasn't really touched heroes. Last hit-wise, he's starting to lag behind the rest of the pack as well. And I know one of the topics of discussion has become this hero model problem, where certain heroes can just stand on top of a range creep or just stand on the wave. You've got Lycan with 2 wolves and a hero. How do you hit creeps as a Slark?
Yeah, it's very obnoxious. It's a really common thing, particularly on the mid lane, but it happens more on the side lanes nowadays too. If you have these big heroes, like if you ever lane mid against Primal Beast, you'll know exactly the problem. It's impossible to click the melee creep or range creep underneath the hero. Yeah, it's just another way of denying. I call it Broodmother denying because, you know, Brood is the hero that sort of started it by just standing literally on top of the creeps, and
yeah,
very annoying.
Pseudo-denying, Brudo-denying.
Yeah, I feel like there almost should be like you know, toggle a key to hit creep under hero. Like put another hotkey. Dota has like a million settings. Add one more.
Yeah, directional move. Just give us one of those, but for creep hitting.
Yeah, give sub attack the thing under something.
Yeah, because they've made changes to make it so like heroes are prioritized, which made sense a couple of years ago, right? But over time, people find little abuses and ways to.
Oh, for last hitting is super annoying. There's nothing worse than being unable to get the last hit because someone's standing on it. It's like, I could last hit this, I have the damage, but I can't click it.
Just physically incapable of clicking the creep. Yeah, it feels pretty bad. Oh, 8.5 minutes in. Got that TA top of the net worth. Not looking too bad there for BetBoom. Pretty tight grouping of heroes. Slark on VP, really the only one that's dragging his heels a little bit.
Move bottom. They're going on the Slark, shoving him out. He doesn't have that night vision, so very hard to get an arrow or initiation on him, but Mirana is eyeing it with a Lion nearby.
Creep wave in the way for now, and Save gonna get spotted. Slark moses on through the jungle.
This is rough though,
mid
because
lane
Slark,
roll.
He doesn't have ulti.
Yeah, you're right, still level 5. GPK. Hates rune up the top, glimpsed away from it though, so give that to Squadix thanks to FNG.
Probably good for him that he got glimpsed there. If he walked up there, he didn't have mana to use Q or W for a while. He would have gone trapped and maybe even died to a haste rune being taken by TA.
Potentially. How big of a deal is it that he's used roll there and, oh, hang on, is GPK in serious trouble?
He's in serious trouble. He has, no way out.
maybe with save, helping and needing, killing and helping. GPK gets the kill on Squad X first.
Save very clutch. Just in time with the Earthspike. And he did go for the max Earthspike. I didn't expect it to turn around that way. Because normally you see these max mana drains. But due to changes, you know, like I said, some people have thought about maxing differently. We'll see how it works out for him here with the 1 point mana drain build on save. Definitely better at bursting people, that's for sure.
Oh, the mana drain gets him a stack on a large camp. Skill well used. But yeah, while this is all happening, right, Pango uses roll, making a bit of chaos happen mid. Focus there from VP, bringing both supports to help out Squad X. Lycan has taken that tier 1 bottom, booted the Slark completely out of the lane. Difficult times down south.
Slark did finish up his level 6 though, and has power treads coming out, so he's gonna be able to farm decently, but certainly not farming as fast as the Lycan here, who's enjoying the lane and you know, rushing straight towards that Helm of the Overlord. It's gonna be a scary timing. He's gonna get it very fast.
It's gonna be pretty speedy. Ultimate order 2800, recipe 300.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper now. What was it, like 475 cost reduction in this patch? Yeah. So that's severely cheaper, and that will really impact a lot because it's one of the most timing-based items in the game is the Helm of the Overlord. Getting that and then pushing.
The bubble, the disruption, the shield crashed. Oh, straight onto Seosh. It's funny to see that combination of animations happen at exactly the same. Oh god, noticed?
Yeah, Static Storm and Stampede, a lot of damage coming out of nowhere there with the Hoof Stomp and the Double Edge as well. He just didn't have enough HP morphed to get caught like that. I mean, he would need like 1600 or something, so that's rough.
Pretty important kill there from VP. They're losing their objectives very quickly. Tier 1 bottom into the mid. Catapult here to help out as well with his Warpine Raider and the Wolves of Miero. GPK being given assistance. Deny attempt.
Hopeful little disruptor. Not gonna get it this time, but you know, you gotta try.
You do, yeah.
Good value though, Lycan coming in mid, taking this tower. He still has ulti as well, so for now he's gonna go bottom, take the farm, but he could look towards top tower as well soon.
Noticed. Backing away from that top lane, getting pretty close to whatever he decides he wants. It looks like he's waiting for that blink.
Yeah, it's not going to be a first item Veil. He wants the Blink Dagger, realizing that there's a lot of heroes he needs to close the gap to, and being able to initiate is probably more valuable than having more damage.
Especially when you've got TA Blink already, right?
Yeah, and this is how Squad X likes to play his TA as well. Very aggressive player. He generally always looks for, you know, heroes they can push to their limits. So we'll see the Blink combination soon as Centaur's Blink is coming up.
And then in tandem, this TA and Centaur gonna create a bit of space there for the Slark if they can play aggressively onto the BetBoom side of the map.
600 gold away right now, the Helm of the Overlord. Looking like a 13-minute timing.
Getting that.
Lion in trouble.
Getting that. 12-minute rune spawn bottom. There's a Static Storm right on top of save. Lion getting blasted by the TA. Noticed, did blink in quite aggressively, but still have the Stampede and the Stomp. Not sure he'll get to use it, though. Does Stampede? Oh, look at this. The sprinting race between the Centaur and the Pango. No, he's dancing and juking, but he'll still die. Miero with the wolf form arrives right on time. And kicking it down to that bottom lane. Oh, there's a stack there for the wolf in the meantime. TPing straight back into mid, BetBoom. GPK, 50 seconds for the roll. Smoke out from the Lion and Mirana. Trying to pivot from mid up
I am
top,
back from my little holiday that Discord decided to send me on.
Down into the 7th layer of hell to meet Lion and Doom.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Discord just decides, you know, needs a little restart. Also, FNG is gonna get a little restart here, it seems.
Looks like it.
They're trying to kill me. And when you say that after they killed you, I think it's beyond trying.
I succeeded. 20 seconds. Oh, watch on.
Oh, he already got his hands on the Black Dragon on the side of Miro. This is a big thing as well when you play Lycan. If you get the Black Dragon early or if you're gonna be unlucky with the spawns. This creep is insanely much stronger than the other ones.
Especially those stupid ice shaman idiots.
Yes.
Useless garbo creeps.
Yeah, I think them and the Thunderhide Lizard, they're about in the same tier for me if I play Lycan. But the Granite Golem is acceptable. And Dragon is, I mean, that's the Dracarys, you know, you go do what you want.
At least the Thunderhides have like the Frenzy and the Clap. You know, they've got some stuff to play with.
Okay, a little bit of a Panic Pango ulti there, not gonna connect on anything.
Oh, he got the Wisdom Rune though. The Moonlight Roll into the Wisdom Rune. FNG glimpsing Lion, and again, Static Storm combo to try and burst down Say with the TA. They'll finish him off. The GPK Pango standing his ground and fighting with Nightfall. Stampede to get the TA out of here. Squadix turns and fights, still standing his ground on his high ground as Miero, a Lycan, is shapeshift, not allowing him to stick on a target. All the glimpse being moved left and right, back and forth. Nightfall dragged in with another glimpse, and he's taken down by Noticed.
Man, FNG is getting some value in this fight, having some nice glimpses there. First getting the Lion pulled all the way back, now Morphling as well. Fantastic fight for them. They may have lost the Wisdom Rune, but they won the war.
Yeah, really nicely done by FNG.
Yeah, and finally they can open up the map a little bit as well. This top tower has to be removed. Respawns are coming in, but without Pango ulti, I'm not sure they will defend it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Might just have to let Squadix take it. Oh, kill lead for VP.
Squadix not going for the Lion. Just walking in Slark vision here, always dangerous. It's going to be a quick D-ward though. Benefit of having a Slark on your team. I was going to say the TA, you know, not going for what's popularized by Mikke, the new age TA build with the Maelstrom, but that's also because this is a mid TA. It's very different. He has to play more for tempo and playmaking, as he does have his carry as well. If you play safe lane, then the Maelstrom is really strong right now though.
You can't just full greed. You gotta go for something else. Like this Blink Dagger has given him, what, like 3 kills on Lion, got him out of danger.
Yeah, he also bought the shard, so having the early access to silence in this game, fantastic against Pango, Mirage, I mean all of them, honestly. Only Lycan is the one you might not care that much about.
And then knowing you've got the backup of your team, right? You're blinking in, you have Refraction, but you've also got Disruption, Stampede, this Disruptor to kind of zonal play, that Static Storm and Kinetic Field.
Exactly. Gotta go in with the boys.
Right now, sat in the fog, waiting right behind the Slark. No one's coming though. BetBoom, they've all positioned themselves up in that top jungle, it looks like. When does Roshan become a possibility for these teams?
It already is right now. They actually went through. Oh, this is a dangerous go through.
They're setting up to fight. I mean, they've got a bit of vision here. FNG ready and waiting in the trees. Oh, who's gonna come my way?
Oh.
Pings out the vision. Toronto Tokyo walks over it. Noticed. Thinking about it with his partner in crime. As Roshan has begun by BetBoom.
This is some crazy stuff.
High ground vision there from both teams. They don't have a sentry, so they don't see the radiant vision. Now the Slog's coming in to D-ward and make the jump with the Centaur onto the Morphling and might fall in trouble. GPK's going to roll and crash and save his buddy. There is Sayush coming in from the back, but shredded by the Lycan. The Wolf makes short work of him. And Disruptor. Look at Miro go, munching on them one by one. Squadix going to have to TP out now. The stuns won't come.
Yeah, they're gonna take that fight in the end. That was some very risky stuff at first for them, but the Lycan fighting in the midst of this chaos does really well. Having the Hyperstone as well, he hits really, really hard. And they just had a very weird positioning there on the side of VP where Tia had to TP out. Correct move for him to just fail there.
It looked like they had too many options. Like VP saw the Mirana, then they saw the Morphling. Do we go on him? Do we go on them? You know, what are we going to do?
Yeah, I think VP, they messed up that a little bit because they had the vision advantage and they were in a really good spot, it felt like, but they couldn't really take the entire fight. Right now, though, they don't have great tools to bring down Lycan on their side. They need, like, Stark to become strong to the point that he can actually go on Lycan. Because Tia doesn't have fantastic damage. She's good at assassinating his supports right now, but she doesn't have a full damage build, so Lycan will easily just shrug if she goes in.
BetBoom playing very tight together. Some stacks here in the Ancients for Nightfall. Aegis for 4 minutes for him as well.
Yeah, feels very comfortable. I think Morphling is one of the nicest carries to have Aegis on because you can go like massive agility and just farm really, really fast. You know, he can push his limits. Like he can turn on the gas a little bit more than if he didn't have Aegis. Whereas a lot of other carry heroes, like they farm at a constant pace. Morphling feels like it ramps up when you get the Aegis.
Just gives him so much more freedom to do whatever he wants to. Tier 2 neutral items coming. Nightfall shows on that bottom wave. And Boots noticed out here.
Not gonna try to go for the morph into a hoof stomp combo immediately there on the waveform. Maybe have tried to set up on the centaur.
Well, he pops through the gate. It looks like BetBoom's plan is to try and converge into that bottom jungle with Nightfall. Use this Aegis to get some tier 2 towers.
Yeah, go for more towers. They did lose the dragon earlier, but they have the granite golem still on the Lycan, so he's quite ready to commit to this push. And he is closing in 800 gold for the Salt Grass. And in this game, BetBoom have great heroes to utilize it as well. The physical damage on their team is really high, with Morphling having a Vlads as well, and then a Pango and a Lycan. It's going to be fantastic for them.
Well, Pango's going to have Ags at that point as well. He's 500 away from it.
Oh, they're hunting. Centaur's greedy.
No,
they don't know he's greedy though, so the greed is keeping him safe.
Oh, they saw him now, surely. Savers. He's caught a glimpse of the Centaur. Hello, what are you doing in our jungle, buddy? Finger of death? No? Your stacks.
How can you resist, man?
Very, very patient from Save. I mean, maybe he goes now on the Sayrush disruption onto this Morphling to hold him back.
Clutch disruption before he got the disruption over on him instead. That would have been a death for sure. So good reaction by SD.
Granite Golem.
Taking
some
kill on
heavy
the
hits.
granites.
Oh yes, 250 gold.
Feels good. Plenty of money, but there is a new creep and a better creep over for Lycan. Over on the Ancients, can go and find themselves the Black Dragon again.
Oh yes.
Wisdom Rune coming up in 15 seconds. We already see the SD going to stack for TA and also take the Wisdom.
Thanks. We've got a DD rune here for Squadix in his bottle. What's that going to last another minute or so?
Yeah, I think he wants to make plays again in tandem with these like double blinks, but I think the danger is if they make moves and Slark isn't there and ready to fight, then they're just gonna lose the fight. So instead, waiting a bit for this Aghanims to complete on Slark, and then when he has Aghanims, I think that's the timing for him to start really fighting.
Oh, I love that. The captaincy of FNG comes first, above all. He brings the TA away from a stacked ancient camp, so she places a trap to get the D ward for the disruptor.
Yeah, like, get this.
Vision is king. Squadix knows it.
Yeah, they're also coming over with the disruptor. It seems FNG wants this free shard for his team. TA needs, of course, a hero nearby, otherwise she loses refraction charges, but she just needs the support to do this. Go in, almost die, and go out. That's what the support needs to do.
Yeah.
I find it so awkward that TA specifically got this, you know, anti-TA mechanic hard-coded on the Tormentor. Did us TA players kill too many Tormentors?
Meanwhile, Weaver over there, he just leaves the swarm on it and comes in and kills
you mean Weaver, Razor, Omni, Slardar, Meeple? Yeah, should we keep going? There's a few other heroes you can hardcode counters for.
There's tons of them.
This specific TA hate, man. Feels bad.
Very sad, very sad. Well, BetBoom trying to get the most out of the dwindling seconds on the Aegis. He put the Morphling up top as a bit of a bait. The rest of them smoked in mid. VP also going to obscure themselves with a smoke, but there's a wolf scouting the Slark right now. BetBoom see pretty much everything that's coming.
This is a very slow but powerful push. They're not going in. They got to go on Mira though.
Silence.
He is tanky.
Static Storm. In comes Notice to stomp him up. Lycan half HP. The focus was there, but the damage not quite dealt.
Nice
now
stun.
Back in. They blow up the Lion. Good stun on 2 though. Slark and TA caught up in it. They've got this Slark shard though, so the Depth Shroud keeping the TA alive for now. Kinetic fields are down, but Squadix got refractions back up. He's able to slip away from the grasp of BetBoom, and they waveform in with a Morphling. Nightfall, very aggressive with the backup of the Lycan. Miero's back in onto Notice. Take him down. Centaur for Lion, 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, FNG hovering, but he's been spotted on a ward.
Oh, he has. Nightfall into Disruptor mode. Let's see if we can get a glimpse or just waveform straight over the top of FNG. Toronto Tokyo leaping and catching. Now maybe a turnaround play though with Sayush and Squadix moving in with Kiritich. GPK just shield crashes right into the middle of them. Good stun catches the SD. 3 for 1 in the end as BetBoom dragged that fight out a little longer than VP expected.
Also durable on the side of BetBoom. You try to go on this Lycan initially there, and the Pango comes in, he starts the car, and there's no way you're gonna kill him off. TA doesn't have BKB, so she can't just stand still and keep attacking the Lycan. And without her damage, he was completely safe. So they wasted the Disruptor ulti, and the fight became really awkward for VP from there. And meanwhile, BetBoom just way more durable lineup for these chaotic fights. VP need like a structured, clean pickoff with the hoof stomp into TA going on someone. If they get the advantage of killing like Lion or Mirana immediately, maybe they can fight. But going on a Lycan first is a tall order.
Man, this Slark is playing with fire over here. He was all alone.
As long as you see the Shadow Dance region on your hero, you feel you're fine. For a moment he was spotted there though.
Yeah, safe with that sentry down very quickly. And Radiant even scanning up top where Toronto Tokyo is lurking around.
They do have a good tool against the Lycan though in the Slark Shard. It's so good for saving people against the burst that BetBoom have.
Yeah, it brought a bit of time for Squadix there. It just feels like you were saying, right? They made that jump onto the Lycan. If they don't dogpile and go all in on that fight drags out a little bit too long. They don't get what they need. If that Slark Shard, oh my god, Slark Shard, if that come out that little bit faster and they made that fight happen in the mid lane in front of the tier 2, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
don't confuse the Slark Shard and the Shark Slard. Those are different things. It's the Aghanim Scepter Slardar.
That's a delicacy, isn't it? The like fermented shark lard, the shark fat. Is it Iceland?
Sounds like a Swedish delicacy, yeah. Fermented shark lard.
I think it's Iceland. They dig a hole and they put a shark in there and they like ferment it for a year, and it's meant to be disgusting.
Yeah, it sounds like a northern tradition, you know. Yep.
You just eat some fat. Get it on you. The winter's too cold.
Ooh, they want some
Wolfie
fat on the mid lane. The wolves, they're on site.
Wolf is hungry, and Nightfall, starving, famished, picks up a nice meaty morsel as the arrow slides past the backside of FNG, but they've got a glimpse on him now.
Man, Nightfall is really showing that Disruptor is good against Morph, but Morph also pretty good against Disruptor. As it turns out, every fight going for becoming this Disruptor and glimpsing people. It's also really good against the Slark, right? You put down the kinetic field, so yeah, he's getting some utility out of his ulti for sure.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh my god, the push is fast. The EC.
What are you doing to stop it? You're glyphing. You're buying a little bit of time, but it feels like this Rax is just gone.
Yeah, they cut the next creep wave, but these creeps are allowed for so long. This is definitely gonna be Rax.
They jump Nightfall. I'm trying to get something done here. Hurricane Pike pushes himself back. Melee
Oh, not the dragon.
The dragon is dead.
Plus 250 again.
Not bad, not bad.
TA does have the BKB now, so next fight she can actually stand her ground and not be disrupted by this Pangolier all fight. Because that's what's been going on. He's just been locking down the TA, stopping her DPS. But now she could continuously attack.
Oh, Miero's found himself an ancient ice shaman.
Oh, Kirtik saw support. He's looking for them.
And Toronto Tokyo is a juicy target, but leaps away in the nick of time. Now the Rolling Thunder, GPK going into the back lines of Virtus.pro, jumping, blinking, Sayush in trouble, disruptions there, but FNG's already gone. Notice lurking on the right-hand side, but there's no re-entry into this fight. Both supports obliterated by BetBoom.
It's so rough, man. Playing two supports with no mobility built in against a Lycan, Morphling, this Pango as well. Like, you're just not getting out there. So easy pickings. They tried to get a nice initiation there, but good reactions as well by Toronto Tokyo leaping away from the initial pounce. And just straight into Roche. Gonna be a very fast Roche as well with these auras helping them out.
Yeah, there's just no way in for VP. No, now we're gonna have to rely on some high ground defense.
This game is looking a lot more clear-cut than last game. Last game was a long battle for advantage, but now BetBoom are, you know, they're not letting it slip. They're holding good control of the entire fight. And it's rough, man. You see, this Lark has never really come into fruition. He's been part of 1 kill in 28 minutes. Even though he had this Diffu for such a long time, he never really found anyone to feed on.
Oh, it's been tough times for him.
He almost has BKB though. 200 golds, BKB complete, and then maybe he'll be able to go in a little bit more aggressively and not have to use his ulti immediately and just get out.
Radiant's top tower.
Nightfall's leading the charge.
Oh, we have the creep here. The ice firebomb. Do it.
The tower.
He did it.
Yes.
It's burning 12 damage per second. Gareth, the tower, it's melting.
Radiant's top
Yay.
tower is falling.
Or freezing.
Wahoo!
If it had that sound effect, I would take it more frequently. Every time you lob the ice firebomb, I'd take it just to harass people.
It's a me, Ice Firebomb, yo.
I can feel a lawsuit coming in, Gareth. Please stop. Oh, TA been spotted.
Oh, the Hex. Save has found the catch. Nightfall's here for the damage, and a finger of that stack for good measure.
A nice BKB nerd. Doesn't work against Lion. You're like, screw you. You feel safe, but you're not safe because Hex and stun is usually death.
Pretty good, yeah. Buyback's available for the TA, but my god, he does not want to use it.
That was the value of Miero, though. His micro has been on point this game. These wolves scouting people found that TA farming there.
Swinging down bottom.
Full
Creeps are
BKB on
riding
Lycan now, too.
Is under attack.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, VP.
Radiant's bottom
Game 2 here.
tower is falling.
Looks pretty clear cut. Slark, Pounce,
Dire's
Morphling, Pike.
is under attack.
Yeah, gotta stay safe. Goes up again, keeps pushing, trusting in his team behind him. He also has the Aegis, so very difficult to go on Morphling here. They have to go on someone else, but nobody else is showing. And vision advantage is not really there to try and get the jump.
Yeah, I mean, Nightfall, again, just pikes off the Pounce. Not a care in the world.
Yep.
Full set bottom, mid in trouble, and just 1 lane remains.
Yeah, they're pinging to go over and take over the outpost, control the Ancients. And looks like they're even gonna go towards top, and Tormentor's gonna spawn pretty soon too, so they could take away that, because that's, you know, VP don't have a lot of resources they can farm right now, and the Tormentor would be a very sad thing to lose for them. It's basically one of the few objectives they can actually contest right now, is Roche is, you know, too far away and too hard.
That really is a long journey off to the pits.
I'm trying to look for what out they have on the side of VP, but I really think it all has to come down to initiation. Like, the combo has to be there. If TA could complete the Daedalus, that would be huge. So we see SquadX really stressing bottom to try and finish up this item, because they need more damage to burst someone during the center stun. But other than that, I mean, they don't really have a lot of items they're really close to now. It's basically just work with what you got at this point.
Get a catch and hope for the best.
Yeah, they do have BKBs that they haven't gone to use, though. They still have 9 second on TA and Centaur, so both of them, and actually Slark too.
Yeah.
So ideally they get a big fight with the triple BKB.
Just gotta make sure, I think primarily that your support don't just die, because FNG are showing off why there. Now you've got no Static Storm, no Glimpse, potentially no
Notice
catch.
this killing one.
I do feel safe, you're right. GBK disengages now as Kirtich goes in onto the Lycan, leashing him up for a few seconds. I've beaten BetBoom back away from this Radiant base for now. I guess that's the victory in its own right.
SquadX killed the dragon too, so it is 2-for-1 trade, you know, easy. It's basically a 6th hero.
And now the Lycan has found an ancient frostbitten golem.
Yeah, and Lycan is also working towards that support favorite item. You know, you're playing against 2 Glimmer Capes and a Ghost Scepter. What item could he possibly want next on Lycan?
Man, I hate Nullifier with a passion.
Yeah,
you know
it's
that,
buffed,
right?
dude. They buffed it. I love Nullifier. No item has ever made supports cry as much as the Nullifier has. In its relatively shorter time of existence, it's made so many support tiers. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, they nerfed my Eon Disc, and then they release a Nullifier, and then they just Force Staff is garbage now, and I can't Yules myself.
Skill issue, man.
Harpoon brings me out of Yule Scepter, and everyone's buying Harpoon.
I love that the counter argument was, you know, there were 2 arguments against the Nullifiers: buy Shadowblade or just blink it low. And now
Buy
you gotta
BKB.
blink it against the 1800 projectile speed.
Dude, I've started I'm a warlock and I see people buying freaking nullifier and stuff. I'm buying BKB. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Go Scepter or Glimmer Cape. I'm just gonna BKB and put the soup on the ground.
BKB soup. Shadowblade is the real MVP. Shadowblade and then some form of Dispel.
We'll give Shadowblade a try.
Yeah, because that one actually doesn't get dispelled, so it's pretty annoying to play against.
Interesting. Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
the
I
rock,
do
paper,
like
scissors.
I do like the raw shadow amulet quite a lot, so maybe that's gonna get turned into shadow blades now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean on Warlock that's value. So meanwhile, BetBoom, they're just, you know, enjoying the map here. I doubt that we're gonna see them go high ground before Aegis. They have a nice advantage. Could see them go and try to push, but there's also no real reason when they're close to Nullfire. They have some item timings coming up, and Morphling is closing in on Butterfly.
And then you're also
FNG
looking
is
at
doing some sneaky jungling bottom.
He's doing his best. Just find anything you can. The mass TP's top though. They've seen Sayer.
Oh,
Is he under vision? They just bashed him through the Glimmer Cape? Of course they did, yeah.
Yep.
Stun him up, catch him and kill him. Easy
So
for
the Ghost
GPK.
Scepter nerd.
Wow, wait.
Imagine not using Ghost Scepter, then Glimmer Cape and TP. Obviously, that's what he should have done. Yeah, that was unlucky for him. The Basher was pretty new on the Pango as well. Has only had it for a little while, so, you know, I've thought about it there.
How long does Howl last?
Not very long, right? It's pretty short. It's 8-second duration. I mean, it's 50% uptime, because it only has 16-second cooldown. Howl is very good.
Yeah, I always underestimate the numbers on it, you know? Like, I'm not very good at maths, but then I see 40% damage reduction, and it's like, that's kind of a lot.
It's an absurd spell.
Morphling, Nightfall half HP, pounced and piked again. Nice little counteracting combo, does get Glimpse back in. BKB's still ready to use there for Nightfall, so he'll use it to waveform away.
He's holding it as long as he could there. He's like, I don't want to. Don't force me to use it.
I mean, Lycan used Howl in that fight. That's 40% damage reduction. Could have been Morphling dead with no Howl.
Dire are scanning.
That's true. Howl is providing so much survivability and also just the kill potential. I mean, if he howls and walks near someone, that's just minus 13 armor or no, 12 armor. But it's pretty disgusting.
Oh, with AC, yeah. Jeez.
And that's without taking the talents. There's even a Howl talent for armor reduction.
Yeah, so there is.
But once you get the 25 talent, this is the Mars counter. You get the total attack damage reduction. Gareth, we solved Mars.
We sold it like at level 25 on Lycan.
Just have a 25 Lycan.
Hand of Midas time.
And howl as he goes in. You have to time it before he bonks.
It's a difficult one for VP here.
This Morphling is super annoying, by the way, for FNG. Been in trouble here.
Yeah, trying to find room on the map is very, very challenging. You're being scouted by Observer Wards, Moonlight Shadow, Wolves, Summons.
No, the bash.
And I found Sayosh as well. So yet again, both Radiant supports brought to their knees.
Man, he dodged the swashbuckle. He was hiding in a good spot, but then because of the Aghanims, Pango clicks W and bashes him with those procs instead.
What can you do? Sometimes just unlucky.
Yeah, just don't be a support against Lycan. Feels bad.
Lycan Pango.
I mean, Lycan had wolves on both the supports, and then Pango just comes in and cleans them up.
The full set mid is gone. 20 seconds for the supports to respawn.
Ooh, that's painful. You don't want to buy back, but if you don't, you probably lose here.
They glyphed, they jumped onto the Morphling we had. It's a lot of damage, but he's got cheese in the backup plan with an arrow connecting on Notice. They'll use the Stampede, try and chase Miero. Lycan BKBs and shapeshifts the hell out of here, though.
Oh my god, they're so fast.
Zoom, zoom. Off we pop. Toronto Tokyo does have leaps remaining to jump over the top. Save still standing and fighting back into the slog. Squadix moving forward aggressively here from VP. Trying to catch GPK, but he's rolled up into a little ball. Beep, beep. Off we go again. Kiritic. Oh, he's in there. He's hiding away in the shadow dance. BKB'd and turning to fight. The chase up the staircase. Onto the high ground. The Centaur will fall.
Centaur getting a bit too deep.
holding the zone for their own. Static Storm's down. It's a decent one there on the Lycan. Kiritich and Squadex able to open up and kill Miero. Squadex a lot of damage on the Nightfall, but the Morphling gets away. They've banished, but missing out stuns on the Kiritich's slot.
What is this fight?
I don't know, but it keeps on going. Now Save being danced around, ring around the rosy here from the Slark on the Lion, and some big kills for VP.
Yeah, nice. They actually managed to come back a lot there because of the Lycan ulti running out. So Lycan couldn't fight at all. He couldn't really turn that around. And VP correctly just keep chasing, keep looking for more. And this is what their lineup wants to do. We get to see a replay here of it. As their lineup has really good heroes for chasing. They have the Slark, they have the Glimpse from the Disruptor. They even have the Stampede as well that they utilized. And noticed, even though he went down for going around like this, I think he still had the right idea to keep going aggressive and push the advantage. Back in the game now.
Timing.
They're trying for a Roche.
Trying. TP's up to that top left corner.
Mindbreaker for Pango. Strong item.
1 minute till day. Mirana lapped on by Kiritich. Glimpse across. Is it Toronto Tokyo being dragged back into another pounce, but he has a Ghost Scepter. 2 leap charges. Rolling Thunder back in onto the Slug. With a Hex and the stun. The control onto Kiritich brings him down. Gone for 80. And that might be lights out for VP in game 2.
And Save is so good online. His positioning is really nice, actually. Like, very, very impressive in last game as well.
That's been perfection. Yes. 60 seconds, no slog. He's not got buyback, but a safe route here for BetBoom. Just grab this Roshan, take the Aegis, the Cheese, and I believe, yeah, Agnum's Scepter upgrade for Mirana.
So Mirana gets that, yeah. Okay. Gets to have that for himself as well. Get some stronger arrows now.
What can you do with no slot for 40 seconds? Just let the buildings fall at top?
Yeah, I think you can't really protect racks here, so this is just let it fall. They're even coming in with the smoke as well, so it's going to be very hard to get a good initiation. But yeah, they just gotta give up megas and then hope that they don't lose. Looks like they are smoking and going around looking for a pickoff.
Okay. Nice. Squadex does offer a lot of damage.
Yeah, but they can't kill Lycan without the help of Slark, so have to be a support here. Or Pango, maybe.
Oh, the Lion's a good one. Oh, yes. Burst down. 1066. That's the big number here to clash onto the Lion. Notice BKBs. Runs around in circles, trying to dodge away from GPK's Rolling Thunder. Squadex. Shiny and golden. Hurricane Pike, but look at the bash, the control, the Depth Shroud. Gives time and safety here for the TA to open onto Nightfall. Waveform across with a blink away. TA is back up to safety and rains down big damage onto Morph for the man to dodge on one of the projectiles. Gets the safety for Morphling now as Kiritich chased, nearly dead, but they've caught Miero up. Forced to BKB TP and there's nothing to stop him there.
So I wish you had the level 25 bash talent.
Yeah.
Unlucky, but still, you know, a good... I'm not gonna say hold because they did lose Mega Crit, so it's, you know, not really a defense, but they did fight them off and they're still in the game.
They haven't lost yet.
Yep. They did the best they could.
There is still a dragon guarding the throne.
The prize is mine.
Still, these team fights are so wild. Like, you can see what VP are trying to do, and you can see BetBoom trying to remedy, knowing what VP have to do in these fights to get any kind of advantage.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming for the supports mainly of VP. I feel like they're the ones who are not really going to be able to stay alive. You know, they get targeted so quickly. And due to that, it's hard even for the Slark. Like, I don't know, still 1-1 and 2. It looks like he's in the early game looking at his stats, you know? Like, everyone else is in the late game.
Well, at least out of that 1 kill and 2 assists, he has got 3 permanent agi. That's what we like to see.
That is value. 100%. Good participation.
Little bits here and there. And they know there's... whenever there's vision in this Radiant base, they're going to know it as well, because the Slark is stuck in the base.
Yeah, hard to base ward Slark, at least when he's stuck in base and not out on the map farming. So, you know, the good thing is you dewarded, bad thing is you're not out there doing something else.
And then there's wolves just running across everywhere.
Yeah.
BetBoom repositioning themselves once again. Aegis for 2 minutes on Nightfall, still available. Smoke again.
Yeah, re-smoking, going in. Maybe go through bottom here and enter. Get a good positioning. I mean, there's a lot of heroes they could pick off.
And could get one of these lucky arrows to hit as well.
Looks like they're sneaking around bottom, but the Wolf is almost, giving a heads up for what might come here as the Wolf ran past some sentry ward.
Characters just like, do they see me here? Do they see me there? Oh, Shadow Demon, they saw you! Slog disappears on my screen as well. Buyback's ready, but I don't think it'll matter all that much. GPK back onto Noticed, and the Centaur just annihilated by Nightfall. A triple kill for your Morphling. Static Storm dropped on the throne to protect him, but Squadix, is punched back into Fountain and survives. Nightfall in the base. Has that Aegis. Waveform ready in 1 second. Let's see if they've got the control. Ooh, Nightfall gonna fall.
Oh, the glyph though.
The throne is glyphed up as well. Miero has no beacon, no shapeshift. They're trying to hold here. The swashbuckle's a lot of damage.
Everyone
Miero in trouble. He's trying to throw them and kill the building. They've got it done. BetBoom, strike back and tie things up in game 2.
Finish up on what could have been a little bit of throwing there with the glyph coming in as